Good morning. Today is April the 26th, a Friday. Hope you're going to have a great weekend planned ahead of you. I hope the weather is in your favor to do whatever you want to do outside, whether it be planting a garden, watching a ball game, or just lazing around. I hope things go well for you. A very interesting week. Today is Friday, which means we get our Schiffhead of the week. And man, oh man, just as things are going on in the world today, there's also always a plentiful supply of names we could put as Schiffhead of the week. Starting out with the President of the United States, Joe Biden, who basically has done nothing. He just wanders around. Now he is campaigning. He reads what is directed to him on a teleprompter. Basically, he just reads it out, waits for applause, and leaves. Doesn't take any questions. And now the press is beginning to wonder, who is this guy? Why the heck isn't he sitting down with us? Because he can't answer a question. He does not have the mental capabilities to sit for more than 10 minutes, converse for more than 5 minutes. That's why I doubt very, very much you're going to see a debate, because he couldn't handle it. Maybe he'll send his wife out. We voted for her, didn't we? It could be Colangelo, the special prosecutor in New York City against Donald Trump. He's from the White House. The White House is coordinating all of this from Atlanta, Georgia, to New York City, to New York State. It could be him. It could be all the members of the squad, those 5 members who are pro-Muslim, anti-American, basically. Now think about it. Think about all of the illegal aliens that have come into this country. Think about our country before 9/11, where you had all of these mosques in New York City that these hijackers were going to and plotting to kill Americans. So now you've got mosques in Minnesota, you've got mosques in New York City, you've got mosques in Michigan. And if you're a terrorist, and there's 1.8 million gotaways that the Department of Homeland Security is saying, if you're a terrorist, where are you going to go? You're going to go to Michigan, you're going to go to New York City, you're going to go to Minnesota, where these mosques are, where the representatives in the United States Congress that don't like America, they represent them. You'll be hiding indefinitely with ease. In the mosques there, I guarantee you, anti-American plots are being hatched. Remember that. It could be the President of Colombia. What a shock that she is not doing anything. Because, again, after 9/11, where 3,000 Americans were killed, she made a statement that terrorism is a form of protest. Think about that. 3,000 Americans are dead. And she said that was a protest. What do you think is going to happen in Colombia? Nothing. Millions of dollars. And I saw a very, very good interview with a female member of one of the committees in Congress that looks over the IRS. And they are going to ask the IRS to take a look into where the money is coming from to fund the terrorists that are on these campuses. And if they determine that it's coming from people that are both funding Columbia and against all the other schools, they should start taking the tax-exempt status away from these schools, and you'll find out real quick how this is going to end. Follow the money. Follow the money. It's amazing that we've come this far, because back in the 60s, when there were protests, when I was in college, there were protests against this government, not hating America, but for being engaged in the Vietnam War. There were protests by the black community for racism, not hating this government, but wanting equality. There are protests now to kill Jews. They don't want to stop the war. They want to stop the Israeli war. They want Hamas to go on and kill Jews. There's a big difference. Ask one of them what they're fighting for. They have no idea. If they had any balls, why are they wearing masks? They don't want to be identified. You want to demonstrate? You hate America? Take off your mask. Let's see who you are. Answer some questions. They can't. But our Schiffhead of the week is the man who lets all this start to begin to happen by an influx of aliens from the Middle East. Barack Hussein Obama. You know where his allegiances lie. His middle name will tell you everything. He has pro-Iranian people in his cabinet, pro-Iranian people in his government, and he is the man behind the curtain that is telling Joe Biden what to do. Our Secretary of State Blinken, who should be wearing a skirt, is pro-Iranian. Sullivan in the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Defense is pro-Iranian. There are many, many people in this government pro-Iranian against Israel. That is what's happening now. Barack Hussein started letting people in. Otherwise, you would not have this enclave in Minnesota, in Michigan, Arizona, New York City. You would not have the squad, members of Congress who hate America. Barack Hussein, you started it all. And just, isn't it amazing that now, after 10 days of demonstrations, after 10 days of I hate America, I hate Israel, death to America, we haven't heard diddly squat out of Barack Hussein. Why is that? Barack Hussein, you know where his allegiances lie. The Middle East. I understand Muslims. They're great. Radical Islam is not. He cannot separate the two. Barack Hussein, you started this influx. They're planted in the United States now, and there is going to be another terrorist attack, and the blood is going to be on your hands and on Joe Biden's hands. Barack Hussein, you began this tragedy. The press loved you. You were black. You could speak well. Barack Hussein, you started this. Come out and say something. I dare you. Our Schiffhead of the week, Barack Hussein Obama. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast on the YouTube channel, Howdy Boomy. Just press in Howdy Boomy show on your computer. It'll show up someplace. Go to howdyboomy.com for great gifts for the baby boomer generation. I hope you have a great weekend. Watch the Howdy Boomy show. Truth, justice, the American way. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.